Alright, Goldear. Let's let's be careful. We have no earthly idea what we're gonna find inside of this place. Helgi! Helgi? Little girl is not here. Oh! What is this? Can't pick it up. I have to wonder if that's a mistake. Kind of reminds me of, in Fallout 3, there was a key that you could not pick up that was sitting on a shelf, and further investigation shows that it was just... Oh. Who is that? Let's sneak. It was just improperly clipping through the shelf that it was on. So yeah. Okay, I don't think this person up here sees me. I think it's just Goldear or someone. I'm just trying to increase my stealth ever so slightly. Not that it matters. Okay, too late. Oh, okay. So I didn't expect you to stand back. Oh my god. Talk about weak. Good job, Goldear. So what was she up to? Go ahead, harvest up a little bit here. She had some pretty good stuff on her. We'll just take all of it. I mean, I hope that nobody, is going to be concerned about the fact that just stripped someone buck naked.
Violet. She's dead. Ysmir's beard. She's a vampire.
Okay.
She's dead. Violet is dead.
I'm so sorry, Thonir. But please help me find out what's going on here. What can you tell me about your wife?
Violet. I thought she left to join the Stormcloaks. Oh, my poor Violet.
Was there anything strange before she left? About her? Maybe her circumstance?
She began to spend a lot of time with Alva. Yet just a week before, she despised her. In fact, the night she disappeared, she was supposed to meet Alva. Alva told me later that she never showed up. I never got to tell her goodbye.
I think they may have met after all.
You think Alva? But that means... Ye gods! You think Alva is a vampire?
It's a distinct possibility. One I cannot ignore.
No, you're wrong. You must be wrong. Violet may have met her fate out in the marsh. I refuse to believe Alva had anything to do with this. There is no way you can prove it to the Jarl.
That is true. But my investigation is far from over.
I hope Alva is not what you think.
Okay. Well, oh my. This is not what I expected. What do we got right here? Alva's journal. My life is dreary. Where is my prince come to rescue me? Where is my bold Nord warrior to sweep me off my feet? I met a man today when picking night flowers. He's exciting and exotic. We kissed in the moonlight. It was so romantic. I'm going to see him again tonight. Now I understand the true colors of the night. Movarth has shown me the true black of night and the true red of blood. He has promised me a feast of blood if I do his bidding in Morthal. Hrogar was easy to seduce. Movarth said I should find a protector first, someone to watch over my coffin during the day. Hrogar is perfect. Violet came to visit me tonight. She slaked my thirst. I've hidden her away to let her rise as my handmaiden. I've spread the rumor in town that she left to join the war. Fools. Movarth has confided his grand plan to me. I am to seduce the guardsmen one at a time and make them my slaves. Then he and the others from the Coven can descend upon Morthal and take the entire town. We won't kill them. They will become cattle for our thirst. An endless supply of blood and an entire town to protect us from the cursed sun. Hrogar's family is becoming inconvenient. I've told Violet to kill them all, but make it look like an accident. Hrogar must be seen as innocent if he is going to be my protector. That little fool! Leolette burned Hrogar's family alive. I asked for an accident and she gave me a scandal. To make matters worse, she tried to turn his little girl, Helgi. Except Leolette couldn't even get that right. She killed the child and left the body to burn. Something is wrong with Leolette. She keeps talking about Helgi. I think her mind has snapped. She seems to think that the child can still be brought back to be her companion. There is a stranger in town looking into the fire. I'll have to be careful.
Alright. Jarl. Oh, Jarl. Idgrid. There she is. Hate to wake you at this hour.
Is Hrogar innocent or not?
Well, much to my surprise, Hrogar is entirely innocent. It turns out that Alva is the one we should be after. She had the fire set.
Alva? Didn't think she had it in her.
Had it in her? Oh no. She didn't set the fire herself. As I said, she had the fire set. It turns out she's truly a vampire, and she's part of a larger plot to try to enslave the town.
I assume you have proof? Can't go making accusations like that without proof.
I didn't concoct any of this. All of it came from Alva's journal, right here.
So it's true, the traitorous bitch. Morthal owes you a debt. Here, you were promised a reward for solving the crime, but I need one more favor from you. Morthal is still in danger. The journal mentions Movarth, a master vampire I thought was destroyed a century ago. I'll gather together some able-bodied warriors to clean out Movarth's lair. They'll be waiting outside for you to lead them.
A classic torch and pitchfork mob, is it? So be it. I shall return when the task is complete.
Take us to Movarth's lair.
Take us? Yeah!
Kill the vampire!
Kill him!
Kill him!
Destroy him!
She's dead. Leolette is dead.
And it is a true shame that your wife has passed. And you want to help me kill this vampire and his coven. For your wife, I suppose.
I want vengeance for my wife. Vengeance for Leolette. We're marching on Movarth's lair, whether you come with us or not.
Alright, Ooh, okay, you're finally moving.
Until next time.
This place looks dangerous.
Yeah, kinda scary, too.
And it's full of vampires?
Ooh.
Cowards! We must kill the vampires. We have to make them pay.
Of course. But why not let him go in first?
What is this turning into here? Thonir.
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. I'd leave Morthal were it in my power.
I don't blame you, Thonir. But more importantly, by the sounds of everyone here, am I going to have to venture into the vampire's lair alone now?
They may be cowards, but I'm not. I'll go with you.
I don't claim to understand the loss you have just experienced, Thonir. But I do think you're acting a bit rash. I know you want vengeance for your wife, and I think the best thing that you can do is wait out here and let me take care of it.
I suppose you're right. I'm not a fighting man. Go, and avenge my Leolette for me.
Okay, can't loot that guy. Okay, so spiders are dead. That's just the introductory thing. I'm gonna go ahead and level up here. Increase my stamina, and you know what? Something that has really become very clear to me with the special edition of Skyrim here, because that is the version that I'm taking. I think I'm gonna pop a new level of enchantment here, or enchanter, as it were. Almost maxed out that base level component of enchanting. So, anyways, something that I have noticed just recently, since what was it? I've spoken about this in previous episodes, but it's the fact that I'm using a Skyforged Steel Warhammer, and people, and some of you have mentioned it's like, that shouldn't exist in the game, which also confused me. So what I did was I dug deeper. I was like, okay, let's actually check the raw base game. But I didn't want to like uninstall the special edition of Skyrim here, which I might add, oh my god, the special edition, I can't believe how much better it actually looks.
What, like, a lot of people have said, well, I mean, the base edition is way better because it has more mods with it. True, very true. But at the same time, you like special edition unboxes with so many upgrades right out of the gate that you don't have to mod in. I think that it makes it the better option immediately. Specifically, the fact that the lighting engine here is way better, as well as the depth of field and whatnot. So there's just better things that I prefer. Anyway, so the whole thing with, like, the Skyforged Steel Warhammer shouldn't exist. I was a little bit confused about that, so what I did was I installed the original version of Skyrim, the 32-bit version, that came out back in 2011, and, completely unmodded, and I took a close look at it. And it turns out that, yes, evidently the Skyforged Steel Warhammer has been added in. I think that there's a particular... I don't remember what the mod is called, but I've got an idea of which one adds it in. Oh my god, gloves! Oh, Oh, look at that, man. Look at that. Oh, I've finally got frickin' gloves! Look at my hands! I've been looking for these for ages! Granted, I could have, like, ran out to Solitude, but I haven't gotten to that city yet. What is it? Radiant Raiment, I believe the shop is, where the, like, haughty, High Elf sisters, the one that the High Elf sisters run. I think there are 3 sisters who run the place. Yeah, haven't been there yet, but still, I can't believe how long it's taken me to find gloves. But anyways, yeah, it turns out that the Skyforged Steel Warhammer shouldn't be in the game. Like, it flat out should not be in the game. Oh my god, 2 more sets of gloves. This is great. This means I can enchant the set that I have on, and I can enchant more gloves whenever my skill tree is all maxed out later on. This is perfect. Fan-frickin-tastic. So anyways, yeah, that's the whole shebang with the Warhammer. Evidently, it is actually modded into the game, and for that matter, the Skyforged Steel Warhammer, Skyforged Steel weapons, from what I'm to understand, they get stronger with you up until you reach about Elven quality equipment. So the reason why I'm still using a Skyforged Steel Warhammer is because I've yet to run into a glass, an ebony. Yeah, I guess glass or ebony is yeah. I have to find. I'm not going to be able to replace this Warhammer until I find glass or ebony. So check it out. We found another vein. Something else that I've noticed that was very, very unique is the fact that the menus they do not scale. They do not scale phenomenally well, it would appear. Of course, then again, I was playing in full screen. My monitors are roughly 2K in resolution. They're either just a little bit above that or below it. I have 3 monitors. Jeez. I have just walked into an enormous coven of vampires here. I am hoping that Goldir is going to be durable enough to withstand some of the punishment that he's going to be put up to here. Get rid of these thralls first. They are an enormous problem. Oh, crap. Well, there goes Goldir. Okay. I popped my Breton skill, my racial skill, so that I'm more impervious to magic. And for that matter, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna... You son of a bitch. Dispelling my freaking summon. I want to try to level up my conjuration skill as much as possible because he's just smashing it dead. The more I summon my flame elemental, the faster I'm going to level up conjuration. That being said, I'm a bit disappointed that my flame elemental doesn't do more damage because vampires are naturally weak to fire because they're weak to sunlight, you know. Flames being, you know, like a sister type of magic to sunlight, so... God damn it. Get out of here, you stupid thrall. Die! There we go. Okay, now we'll go ahead and, we'll summon again. Oh, hey. Cool. Good job. Good job, Goldir. That was something I did not expect. Okay, so I'll just light this place up a little bit here. And what have we got going for us? it's a reasonable whack of loot. Not phenomenal. I'm gonna leave the boots behind. And, who have I not looted here? But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the menu scaling. Well, I mean, I'm actually playing this in a window. Like, not even a full screen window, but like, a straight up, like, window with the borders and everything on, so maybe the menus are well scaled for 1080, which is what I'm playing at, as opposed to like 2K, which is what I run which is what each of my desktop monitors runs at. I mean, if you're curious, I talk about this on stream fairly often, but I'm running 3 monitors on this machine. It's a tri-monitor setup, which is really, really amazing whenever you give it a shot for games that, you know, like, support stereoscopic views. Would it be stereoscopic or would it be surround view? I don't know what it's called. I want to call it Panavision for some reason, but that's not it. What is it? Affinity? I think it's called Affinity with NVIDIA. I don't recall. But anyway, playing, there's only one game that really ever supported it for me, and it was, Dying Light. There we go, Dying Light. That was a great game. So, yeah, maybe that's got something to do with it. The fact that I'm running it at 1080 right now, and the menus look reasonably sized, but then they were absolutely tiny whenever I loaded up, the original version of Skyrim. But I have to say, holy shit. Ebony Armor of Mending? My god. That is one lucky frickin' draw. Okay, it doesn't matter that I'm over encumbered. I know exactly what I'm gonna do with this. Goldir.
We've stopped. What is it?
Guess what, Goldir? I managed to find something very, very nice. We need to trade equipment once again.
What do you need to take? Let's go.
Oh man. Despite the fact that shows off more collarbone than I'm used to, Goldir, you are looking fantastic. Amazing. More warrior-like than ever before. I am incredibly lucky that that dropped. Alright, so, I'm certain that there are more vampires left in this den. I don't think that we've killed Alva. She should be in here somewhere. Oh, hey, more iron. Nice. I'll just mine this up. Trying to think about what I'm gonna do with my build. Like, what have I got left to do with my build? One of the larger problems that I'm running into is the fact that my barter skill is just, it is failing me something serious. I need, like, a level 50 barter is something worth getting up to as fast and as quick as you can. In fact, in a lot of my personal playthroughs, it's one of the things that I really, really dump money into. Like, there are trainers in the game, you know, and once you reach level 50 barter, you can sell anything to any merchant. And, you know, everybody's different with the way that they, get off that, you douche. So, everybody's different in the way that they play Skyrim, you know. I remember, I don't remember who commented this, but, like, back whenever the series started, someone said, how did you walk away from town with, like, 3,000 gold? There's no merchant who has 3,000 gold to barter with. But, you know, if you've ever watched me stream this game, which I've done before, I hit, like, every single merchant in the city. And I specifically only visit the general merchant, or, you know, the general goods trader, last, because that way, any bits and pieces that the smiths and the armor merchants won't buy go to the general trader. So, general traders always go last for that reason. So, like, I'm really meticulous about who I go to and sell stuff off to, so that I can try to maximize how much I get, how much stuff I sell off, so that I can always just, you know, clean out the merchants for how much money they have. So, just not having to go through the trouble of, like, okay, so we visit the armor guy first, and then we visit the Fletcher, and then we visit the potion shop, and then we visit, like, the clothier, and then we close up with the general trader, you know, like, not having to go through that deep. For God's sake, I knew that was gonna happen. Not having to, like, pay super attention and go through that every single time is really nice. So one of the first things that I always try to dump my money into is just like finding the barter trainers and training up my barter skill to get to 50. Because once you get to 50, you can take the perk in the tree that allows you to sell any item to any merchant. So it's like, yeah, you're a smith and you typically only deal in weapons and armor, but I'm gonna go ahead and start selling you these potions and you know, these spell scrolls and all that stuff. So that is a really, really, that guy is just spread eagle as he's dead. I mean, it's an interesting thing. If you ask people about the details of how they play a game or an RPG like this, where it's like, yeah, you can pretty much loot anything that's sitting around in a dungeon with certain limitations. And, you know, all three, you know, stealth, combat, and magic are completely valid playstyles. And then you start talking with everyone about, you know, what they do and don't do. Like, it's the details and how they play that's really interesting. Anyways, we are... This was a shorter vampire den than I expected. I was thinking that I was gonna get... I was expecting more challenge, but I went through fairly unscathed. Didn't even use that many potions. Well, I say I didn't use that many potions. I'm almost out. But it's time for us to head back to the Jarl and tell her that we've oh, this must be Helgi.
Mother's calling me. It's time for me to sleep now. I'm so tired. Thank you for making her feel better.
Forgot that would happen. All right, well, let's head back to Jarl Idgrid. Okay, Golder, let me do the talking. Idgrid?
Well, look at you. If only everyone acted like you did.
How are you feeling, Jarl Idgrid?
The visions continue to hold me in balance, Gorm.
So, the same then.
Do not worry, my friend. All is well. Tamriel is full of wisdom and magic, if one is willing to look for it. Few have their eyes open.
Very true, Jarl Idgrid. But I am not one of those people who walks through life blindly, with his eyes closed. And on that note, I have returned from the vampire's lair. Movarth is dead, and his entire coven has been carved to pieces.
By the 8, I didn't think he could do it. Now maybe we can put all this behind us. Take this as a token of our gratitude.
Thank you. Is there anything else you need while I'm still here, my Jarl?
There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane.
It would be an honor. I'll see what the citizenry needs done.
Good luck.
Alright, not done in Morthal yet. Let's see if we can find any small tasks to complete.